Yeah, I used to sleep in a Jeep Wrangler too. Those were the days. Cheap fuel, able to go anywhere. I mean, it sucked when it rained. Like, you'd be parked somewhere, you'd want to cook food, and you just weren't able to because it's absolutely pouring rain outside, and you don't really want to cook inside because you just don't have the space. Yeah, I miss the fuel mileage and the mobility of it, but I don't think I'd ever trade it for this. This is next level. Anyways, guys, check out where we are. We are in Drumheller, the Badlands. So I think the plan for today is there's a little hike over here. I just want to go hike around for a little bit, get a good walk in and everything. And then I think we're going to head to the Dinosaur Museum. And after that, I want to cruise all the way to my parents. And that's about it for this one. Like, yeah, I gotta start getting this camper ready for winter. It was 2 degrees this morning outside, which is about 35 degrees Fahrenheit for my American friends. But it's legit getting cold now. Like, it's gonna start, I guarantee probably in the next 2 weeks we're gonna have a negative temperature at night. And to be honest, this thing actually did really good for not having basically any ducting going anywhere other than there's one like dumping into the basement, but it's not doing much. But it must be enough that it's like just getting over into like the tank area and stuff. Because if you look, it's actually 8 degrees, and that's 8 degrees Celsius in the basement there. What's this talking button? Oh geez, it went to 7.9. Now what have we done? But it's staying a little bit warm in there. It's not so bad. And I definitely noticed, like, I woke up this morning and I was like, is it actually that cold outside? Because the whole camper in here, it does not, like, this is actually, I don't know what, like on the Northern Light pages, a lot of people were saying, some people were saying that the insulation value of these aren't that great. And I think they're full of it because in my case, for what I need a camper to do, this is like really good. Like right now it's 2 degrees outside and I'm standing in here in a t-shirt and the furnace isn't even running as much. Like my old one, the furnace would be cycling on and off constantly. This one, it doesn't seem to be doing that. Oh, I could be wrong. Maybe it's just not cold enough yet. Once it gets down to like minus 15 or something, that's gonna be the real test for this thing. The only thing I'm thinking about right now is my other camper was a lot smaller. It didn't have as big of a space to heat inside. The biggest difference in this one is the walking room in here, of course. It is a little, I think it's about, what is that? About 10 inches longer. It's also higher and wider. And then the entire bed area is about twice the size of my other one, I feel like. But the furnace is keeping up, and I can right now tell you there's a lot of things where I have air coming through still. Like the door's not sealed properly yet. I still have to do that. I actually have this stuff here. We're going to give this a try. I tried this stuff, which is a lot beefier of a, yeah, you see, it's a lot thicker of a seal to it. And then it just clips around whatever. But it's a bit too thick and the door wouldn't close all the way. And I still need it to close all the way. So I'm going to try that stuff and hopefully it works. But anyways, guys, let's go for a hike. That's a crazy landscape. What's weird too is it's like you pop out of this valley and all of a sudden it's just prairies everywhere. Just flat. It's kind of weird that this is even here. Oh, pretty cool though. So for some reason, I thought this was, this area had Dinosaur Provincial Park in it. It's actually more south. So, yeah, I went to the wrong place. I thought it was in Drumheller, but it's not. It's a lot more south. But that's okay, because this is still a cool spot, and it's also kind of on the way to my parents a little bit, so works out. Yeah, this valley is just so cool. And honestly, I don't know if I should be watching a Western right now or watching Jurassic Park. Lots of dinosaurs from in here. Oh, it's actually super muddy though, so I'm going to head back to the truck. Someone tried to bite me. And I think we'll make our way over to the Dinosaur Museum. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've been in there. Probably a good... Oh yeah, I think it's been like 6 years since I've been there. So might as well go check it out. It's also a Saturday, so it's going to be busy. Oh, this is going to be fun. Okay. Oh, it rained yesterday all day. So all like the clay and everything from here is like, there's like just a top layer of just basically slime. And you just slide everywhere. Well, that was cool. I thought it'd be a longer hike or some sort of trail down there, but there's not really anything. It's just, as far as I can see, it's basically just a rest area with a walkout point, with a viewpoint, basically. It's called Horse Thief Canyon. I actually spent the night here. One sec, I'm going to take off my dirty shoes. So yeah, it was a nice night. No complaints. 3 other people stayed the night here too. One guy was actually in a tent, which is pretty brave. Good on him. But yeah, I don't know, I feel like these rest areas and stuff, like once you get into more of the prairies, no one really cares if you come and camp in them for a night. I don't know. In like southern Saskatchewan, Crown land is almost non-existent, it feels like, because farming communities and farming and stuff. Same within Alberta. A lot of Alberta is not Crown land until you get more north and west. Then you'll find a lot more Crown land. Southeast of Edmonton is mostly prairies. Some foothills still, but mostly prairies. And I feel like most of that land is owned and used for farming. So yeah, I feel like it's a lot tougher to do this lifestyle and actually try to find like Crown land to sleep on. This highway was like dead last night. I didn't hear anyone on it all night. So yeah, this was a great spot. It was windy though. It does get very windy over here, but that's just a Prairies thing. It's always windy. I'm going to enjoy my salad, and then we'll head over to the Dinosaur Museum and check out some dinosaurs. I decided to have the salad first because if I head over there and I get hungry, I'll make a bad choice of some sort. It's better to eat first. We're here. It's really busy. So that should be interesting. I'll see what I can get for B-roll in there, but yeah. We'll see how crazy this is. Oh, well, that was fun. I got a good walk in too. What did I get? Yeah, like 4 kilometers. Can end that now. It's funny, I'm leaving Alberta right when the leaves are starting to change. I left the mountains right when the leaves are starting to change. Not my smartest move, I guess. Oh well. The Dinosaur Museum was pretty great. Smaller than I remember, but I feel like every time I come to see these things and I've seen it before, it's like, oh, it's smaller than I remember. Because I think the first time you do it is like, you get that experience where it's all new to you and it's really exciting and everything. And then the next time you do it, it's still exciting and you really enjoy it, but you're like, oh, I can't remember that there was more before, but it is what it is. A lot of Jasper when I was visiting there before, that was starting to turn into that for me. Now that I'm doing these longer hikes and everything, I'm kind of curious if I would have enjoyed it more now. I'm gonna have to go revisit there and try to do some more backcountry stuff. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna start making my way to Kindersley, Saskatchewan. Yeah, Kindersley, Saskatchewan. I can get UFA fuel there, and that's a bit cheaper for me. But anyways, let's hit the road. Oh, hey, check out this Lance. That's an older one there. Oh, this Dodge is in the way. That's a big one, actually. Wonder what size. I'm gonna go drive by it, actually. Wow. Yeah, that's a big one, actually. Those aren't bad truck campers either. I see a lot of people with those. You just gotta watch and make sure you don't get one with a window in the front. Actually, any truck camper with a window in the front, you just don't want it. It ends up being more of a hassle than anything. And if it's older, it probably has water damage from that. I owned one truck camper with that, and I was lucky. It didn't have water damage there, but yeah, that window in the front sucks. You just don't want it. It's cold, it's not fun. Don't buy a truck camper with a window in the front. Just don't. Find one that's sealed up. That's my little piece of advice. Unless it's a really good deal. Passing through Hannah, Alberta. Fun fact, this is where Nickelback is from. Right before it was the first curve in the highway for 100 kilometers. So that was pretty exciting. I will say that. I am just in the town of Cereal, or should I say Hamlet, It looks very small. I need coffee. So I'm gonna go in the back and actually make some. Let's go. Okay, coffee time. And because I know I'm gonna want more coffee after, I'm just gonna make a thermos full of it, and then I can enjoy it that way. I can definitely say driving doesn't come as easy to me anymore. Well, long distance ones, I'm not a fan of it anymore. Like doing a 5-hour push, I don't know, that's kind of falling onto my max now. There was a time when I used to be able to do like a 12-hour drive, no problem, no questions asked, whatever. But now, I don't know, I just can't be bothered to anymore. I just don't like doing it. I'd rather do something like a 5-hour drive and then stop and be able just to chill. I feel like that's safer too. And I think that's partially the other fact to it is trying to get all this in here. My home is on the back of my truck, and I don't want to be fatigued or driving and get into an accident or something because I'm just tired and I'm trying to be stubborn and act like I'm 23 years old again and on a road trip. By all means, 31 isn't old, but there's certain things you just feel like you don't have time for anymore. And don't get me wrong, it's not like I think it's impossible to drive for a really long time, but like I used to do it, but now I just don't see a point in it anymore. I just see like you miss out on so much, you're in a rush. It's just, I just don't like doing it anymore. It's definitely something that I would have done before, and for good reason, because you only have so much time on a trip. But now that I have time, I put my foot down. I'm like, no, I'm only driving so long for this day or something, and that's it. Okay, coffee's ready, and I'm ready to go. We have, I think, about 4 more hours left driving. So, not 4, I think 3 more hours left driving, so that's not too bad. We'll get there around 7 o'clock tonight. All right, I also got some soft and chewies. But we are ready to rock after I put this away. Actually, I'm just gonna throw it in here. It's too warm to go in the cupboard. Gotta close this up, turn off the water, and throw the spoon in there too, whatever. Cool, we're good to go. All right, yeah, let's continue on. So, I guess another big reason as to why I'm heading over to my parents, I mean, it's because I want to see them, but I also have to switch seasons. Because we're going from fall, well, it's end of September, and I could have kept the mountain bike on for a little bit while longer, but if I'm going to be getting a job for a few months here, I kind of don't want to be in the city with the bike hanging off the back, for obvious reasons. I figured right now was probably the best time to go drop the bike off there and then switch seasons, basically. Like, honestly, there's still another month left of mountain biking, probably. Maybe half a month. Depends on the snow, but Lake Louise just got snow. Like, there's lots of places getting snow already, and we're not even out of September yet. Quite honestly, yeah, I don't have to sit around and worry about the bike getting stolen on the back of the truck if I'm parked somewhere or whatever. It's, I mean, it's pretty hard to steal. They'd look at it without the tire on it and with the really big lock on it and really big chain that you can't cut through with a normal bolt cutters. They'd probably give up. Unless they have a good operation going on and have like a grinder and everything and they're going to try to cut through it. And that's about all I can do. So that's why I'm taking the bike over there, so I just don't have that situation happen. But anyways, it got a little bit more interesting. There's some little tiny hills here, so that's fun. Talk to you guys in a few hours. Let's get some fuel. Ouch. Uh, 76 liters at $1.42 a liter. Not too bad. For diesel anyways. Here. Now let's keep the trend and bring it back down to $1.10 a liter. That would be nice. Alright. I think 2.5 more hours to go. Onward. This much. Prairie sunsets, yeah, they're kind of something else. Are they the prettiest? No, not the prettiest, but they are very pretty. Getting real close. I'm breaking my rule. It's getting dark out, but I only have like 30 minutes left, so should be okay. I'll talk to you guys when I get there. Well guys, we have made it back to my parents' place, and I just spent the last couple hours just chatting with them, catching up. It's been really good. So this kind of also marks the end to the summer trip. I started out on this, well, June 7th, my birthday, I started out on this trip. I quit my job that day, and that's when I hit the road and was out of my small town that I was from. Something else, this summer has felt like it's been like a snap of the fingers. I've done so much, and it's been an incredible summer. I couldn't ask for more, and I'm so happy to have taken you guys along with me on the journey, and I'm really grateful that you all have been there, and thank you for supporting the channel over the last summer. It's been absolutely amazing. I also know there's a lot of new subscribers that found the channel over the summer, and I really hope you're enjoying the content. It means a lot, like a lot. So if you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe. I can't wait to take you with me on the next one. Get ready for some winter camping. Later.